Hello, everyone, and welcome to Authentic Conversation. I am Amarelis.
Good morning. I'm Susan.
Hello, hello. How are you, Susan?
I'm good. Maybe it's afternoon when you're listening. So, well, good afternoon, or maybe good evening,
Good
but
evening.
I'm great. I'm great. How about you, Amaris?
Oh, I'm great. Yes, for us right now, it's morning time, and we love chatting in the morning more than in the evening. It's just this amazing rhythm and energy, which is what we're talking about today.
Okay, start your day with the right things, and you see all the right things fall into place. That's just what it is. It's how you start. It's how you set yourself up for success. For
Yeah.
success.
So if it's your first time with us, welcome to Authentic Conversation. On this podcast and YouTube channel, we like to come back to aligning ourselves, centering ourselves, being the best authentic self that we can. And by doing that is by having conversations, reminding ourselves. So, one of the other things that we do as our toolbox is our meditations, which happens every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And if you are not part of our mailing list, put it in the comments. We'll send you the link. It's completely free. And Susan guides us through these amazing process of 30 minutes coming back to our breath. I need to do that because I get super excited when we're talking to you guys. So today we have been for the past 12 weeks discussing the law of the universe. We have law number 11 and then one more. Let's going to be the process of this. So they're all recorded. They all have a guided meditation. You can do it however you feel like doing it. So welcome. We are getting in the rhythm.
So if you haven't noticed by now, Amaryllis has said the word rhythm like 5 times. So the 11th law of the universe is the law of rhythm. Law of rhythm. And when we think about the word rhythm, we think about music, we think about the beat, we think about the vibration or the connection to the rhythm of the music, because we think music is auditory, but really it's not. It's energetic. And what happens when you listen to music, your vibrational level in your body changes. So the type of music that you listen to can help you with the regulating the emotions with how you're feeling. So it's kind of cool, like when you're feeling really sappy and sad, you just want to listen to the stuff that allows you to cry. That's awesome, because that's just paying attention to your body and what it needs. And when your favorite tune comes on the radio and you're like, it's uplifts the energy. And remember, there's no wrong place for your energy. Your energy needs to go where it needs to go in order to take care of what it needs to take care of. Yeah, the law of rhythm is so much more than music, though, but it's just a nice example.
I love that. I go to music when I'm cleaning, when I'm feeling a little bit like, and sometimes I like to turn on the radio and just see what song comes on, because sometimes I feel like they're like a little bit of a message.
There's always something in the lyrics. We get exactly what we need. We get the messages we need, we get the reminders. It's really reminders. So it's not even so much that we need something, it's just that we might have forgotten something, and there's a part in a song, or there's a billboard, or there is something that someone says on repeat, that just brings you back there, and you're like, that's what I needed to remember in order to best navigate this moment. So yeah, the rhythm, the background music, the beat. But if we even take a broader view or broader vantage point of rhythm, right? The moon cycles
Mm.
are a rhythm because it's a continuum, repeat cycle that we can count on, that we become familiar with. So, rhythm, circadian rhythm, circadian rhythm, your sleep patterns, how does your body know about sleep and wake? You don't tell it, it just knows. When you're hungry is part of the rhythm and part of the pattern. Now, the other part is that we need to pay attention to is if we are, so we'll use food as an example, if we're using the comforts of food outside of the natural rhythm or outside of its intended uses, which is to nourish the body. So it's about paying attention at a deeper level on what you're fueling your body with or what you're nourishing your body with, in order to not abuse the privilege of eating, or, to satisfy emotional needs by, using food because food satiates the body. It makes you feel full and comfortable.
Also, the rhythm of slowing down. I, for myself, as an example, am the one who has 10 things happening in her calendar in one day. And I've had to constantly remind myself it's okay to do nothing, or it's okay to do just two things for the day and get them done and accomplished and finished. Because I feel like my rhythm when I'm moving a lot, and I know that movement for me, the fact of socializing, the fact of being out and about, energizes me. But sometimes I can deplete myself because I'm not watching how much of it I'm doing. And then when I realize my body's constantly asking me to sleep longer or stay in bed or kind of like don't want to be around people, I used to get very panicky, which we talked about with our shadow work, right? Like, ooh, what does this mean that I don't want to be around people? What's going on with me? Am I depressed? Am I not happy? And then realizing that no, these are the ways that you can connect to source and just slowing down and being in that moment, giving your body the rhythm that it needs of slowing down and being in one space.
Yeah, so it's a balance, it's a give and take. I mean, the pause is equally as important as the purpose, right? So we want to get things done. We're in a society or in a current life cycle where more is better, and that's not always true. Sometimes, giving yourself the balance of regenerating so that you can give your all to the things that are most important and take care of stuff in such a way that it you see it through to completion. It's not half done or half whatever. So the pause is equally as important on your way to the purpose, because you have to be able to be reflective and introspective on what's happening. And there's more about that next week, which is cool because they all tie in. And we talked about the shadow work last week, the darkness and not rushing through things in order to avoid feeling them. We have to take that pause and be aware of what it is that we're feeling in the direction that we're going, so that we can align ourselves, alignment with, or align our energy with that which is most important to us. And self-care is huge on that spectrum.
So one way that I do my rhythms is definitely in the morning. I try my best. I'm not gonna lie here, my phone is really around me a lot, but I do try to be very conscious of when I have it with me and what am I doing with it because it is part of our world, right? So I've come to terms with that. I've come to terms that when am I going to go on Facebook or Instagram and how much am I going to go there and what do I look at? Um, with all self-respect, I will follow some people because I want to see what they're doing and others I won't and I'll still be your friend, but I want to kind of like what comes up on my screen also kind of makes my mood for the day, which another conversation we'll have about being an empath. So if I see stuff, I know myself a lot where I'm like, oh, I'm not in the mood to see something that's too dramatic or too sad or so I do make sure that in the morning I spend some time quietly, and I also love to meditate, whether it's with Susan's meditation or another meditation that I already follow. In the same way, when I end my day, my kids already know when my headset is in my ears, I'm winding down for the day. They like to wind down with Scooby Doo. I like to meditate.
I love it because, for them, Scooby Doo is meditation. It's just, mindless watching and humor and entertainment. And, sometimes we can find that in our own head. We can be very entertaining if we stop taking ourselves so seriously. We look at the things that we're paying attention to and, kind of scale back on the importance of them because things are unfolding and allowing them to unfold, the natural rhythm runs its course. you know Everything returns to its natural state or its natural rhythm. So when you talk about the frenzied, chaotic kind of thing, your body says, okay, at some point, whew, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Now, you weren't listening to me when I was giving you subtle clues about slowing down. So I'll just put the brakes on. Now you're in bed for 3 days because you weren't listening to the subtle clues, you know, as it was unfolding, as your body was asking for rest or, the releasing of the negativity or the stress or whatever it is that your body's asking for. I say it all the time, Amaryllis, like, if you are not listening to your own body, then your body is not being heard, because even the doctors do their best guess at what your body is saying, but only you have the relationship with your body to trust yourself enough to know what you need. Am I
Oh,
really thirsty? Am I really hungry? Am I really unwell?
so what comes to my mind is Louise Hayes with her a beautiful book that was gifted to me by the universe, because I can't even remember how this ended up in my library. I have tons, just like you, books that we follow through our lives, and I love this book that she has. If anybody hasn't followed her or doesn't know of her work, Louise Hayes, we'll put it on our notes for the show. She has this beautiful book called "You Can Heal Yourself," and
Yes.
when I come from a family where organic teas, old school remedies, um, except for Vicks. I don't know where Vicks comes in the old school remedies, but my God, uh,
Old school now. It is old school now.
oh gosh, we gotta have Vicks in our house and icy hot. But the fact that you can heal yourself, and if you have this book, you'll remember that you can look up what it is that you have and where is it coming from, or what is the energy that you're blocking. And of course, then if we're talking about our chakra energy, which is another conversation. Susan, what do you think about this book?
I love Louise Hay. May she rest. She's passed, but but her work is still, resonating, millions of people's lives. The Every dis-ease or discomfort causes dis-ease, right? So everything that's happening in our body is really a physical manifestation of something that we're holding on to, or something that is keeping us stuck or keeping us unwell or keeping us away from wellness, which would be illness. So a lot of the things are managing your own lifestyle, managing your stress levels, managing, because if something is not being paid attention to, then your body starts to show you. So we have trouble seeing these things from a perspective of, like, I can't see it or put my finger on it, but when it starts to manifest itself in my wrist or in my shoulder or in my knee or in my belly or in my head or in my heart, then it feels more tangible. So we're ignoring the subtle clues about healing the emotional wounds. And when we ignore the subtle clues about healing the emotional wounds, then they actually have to manifest themselves in a physical way so that we slow down and take care of it. That's how I feel about that book.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes. It's all about, our body. I'm the type, like I said, I'm always running around, and when I get a cold, I get a cold. Like I am done for a week. I'm just so it's not me because it doesn't happen all the time because I do most of the time try to be on top of my body and myself, and I'm not the best. I give this credit to my partner, my husband, who has taught me about eating healthy and making sure that I eat, because I have such a bad habit. I will have coffee, go through the day, and then realize when I'm cranky and about to pass out, or I'm screaming at people, that I'm hangry. And having the support, we always talk about our support team, right? Who's supporting you and who's reminding you of, it's and putting a mirror to your face. So remember, we always, if you don't like somebody's attitude or something about that person, mostly because there's something inside of you that you don't like. And my partner is great at always reminding me, like, did you eat today? So I had to come to terms one day because I was getting very upset about it. Like I was just like getting like, why are you monitoring or telling me what to eat or what to do? Because that's, I don't like that. And I said, you know something? You're right. I'm horrible at this. I don't know where this is coming from, but I need help. Can you make me a schedule? Can you tell me what to eat? Like, just put it like, tell me what to eat. I had to come to those terms because I will be the one that goes to McDonald's every day. My kids know when it's my turn to feed them. They're like, can we have Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast? I'm like, yeah.
And a little of that is okay. But let's bring it back to rhythm for a second, because we really are talking about the universal law of rhythm. And this is all ties in, it's all interrelated because everything is interrelated. I mean,
Hmm.
start to have that awareness and we notice that. But you're pushing beyond your natural rhythm, right? So you are go, 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 go. And you have that awareness, and there are times where you will scale it back, but you also are relying on your body to put the brakes on, so when you push the envelope too far. So it really comes back to finding the balance. We know that movement creates energy. Right. So if you want more energy, you're not going to get more energetic by sitting on the couch or laying in bed. Right. Your body's going to decompress or, move into that slower mode. So what happens is, though, there are people who stay in bed all day and have no momentum or no impetus to get up and do things, right? But the opposite of that is the person who goes, 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 doesn't slow down, equally at risk for unwellness, equally at risk for unwellness. So it's about finding the balance. And, you're right, Amaryllis, when you started, you said, I have to be okay with getting two things done well today. And that's it. I might start three other things, but I have to get two things done well. Guess who gets to choose what two things? You get to prioritize what's most important. Now, if we have jobs, right, getting up and going to work might take the priority over something we would choose to do, but we understand that the reward for going to work is compensation, and compensation is one of those laws, but compensation is what allows us to have the opportunity to do the things that we love. So it's balance, but you're choosing to prioritize your day, so that few minutes in the morning, setting the tone, setting the standard for the day, recognizing what you wish to achieve, and then being okay with what you get done. Because the more okay you are with yourself, inside of yourself, the more okay or well your physical body is.
And
Yeah.
then we throw in all the laws, right? The more you're okay, the more you're happy with yourself and your energy. You fill your cup. You could fill the cup of others. You smile at some stranger. You have a conversation with somebody and make their day and connect. Sometimes we don't know what people are going through, and that little connection that we have with them could make their day as just even as a smile, as letting go, even of when you let someone cut you or come into the lane while they're coming out of the gas station and you're the one that stops. I'm always aware of that, how people like wave at you or like so relieved. And I remember when I'm on that side where it's like, come on, guys, I too want to join the party. Let me in. Those little things. It doesn't even have to be so big that we think we can help each other or I'm going to help the world. Healing yourself connects us back to our oneness.
And it
Going
does
back,
help the world, and it does help the world.
yes,
You know,
it
you're
does.
kinder and gentler, and when you are kinder and gentler, the people around you recognize kinder and gentler, and maybe they become kinder and gentler. And, it has this wonderful ripple effect.
Well, that's the law of oneness.
We're all in it together.
We're all in it together. Then you have a law of vibration and you have a law of manifestation and what you manifest in your vibration. So this is all coming together at the same time. All of them connect.
They sure do. And there's no, right or wrong way to navigate. You can pick up wherever you want. You can notice what universal law resonates most with you and make that your starting point. It's not in order of importance. It's not in order of achievement. It is just simply there. And if you look around in nature, you see it. You see the way nature harmonizes. You see the way things come together and rally when there's a need or when there's something happening. You see the altruistic, genuine, caring environment that we live in, that we get away from, that we forget. So the rhythm is your body's natural state. It's the state of allowing. It's the state of being. We're human beings, we're not human doings. Human beings, which means that I'm here. And when I am inspired to move, I move. And when I'm inspired to pause, I pause. And when I'm inspired to speak and my words can contribute, then I'll speak. And when I'm inspired to move and the movement is positive or creates, then I move. We don't have to speak and move for the sake of speaking and moving unless we're improving on something. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Susan, for the time, the conversation. It always makes my day so amazing. So I really enjoy it.
Well, thank you, Amaryllis. The pleasure is all mine. And until we get to that last law next week, I'll be looking forward to it.
All right, guys, tune in, hit that bell notification. I don't say this enough, but I think you all are YouTubers. You know what to do. So, it does help us get the word out, tell your friends, and join us on Instagram and join us on Thursday night. Have a good one.
Bye bye.